Welcome to Destination Passport. I'm Keith Bird.
I'm Damon Product.
And this is the only podcast about travel.
Others have tried, others have failed.
And they've all been taken off of every podcast app because of their failure.
Absolutely. And then the few that have survived, we have sued them to the ground.
We've sued them to the ground. We were so sick of getting sued that we decided to start suing ourselves.
Yeah. We were just, you know how you're on one side when you're on the defense?
Yeah.
And you're on the other side when you're on the attack?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We were just sick of being on the defense side.
Yeah.
We said, what's it like from the other end?
How can we plaintify this?
Yeah.
And so we found that Rick Steves had his Europe podcast, and we were like, get fucked. We're suing you.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Steves, more like Dick Peeves. Because that's what that guy does to me. Peeves me off with all of his about like understanding people's cultures. Fuck off.
That's basically what we talk about on here.
Yeah, but in a cooler way.
Yeah. Well, in an immersive way. We book a trip for a guest.
Yeah.
And in so doing, we explore the human mind, A, B, other cultures.
Yeah. And just so, Dick Peeves, if you're out there listening to this because you're so peeved off that we're suing your ass, you know what? We can settle this right now. All you have to do is come over, be a guest on our pod. We'll book your next shitty little European vacation. Okay? How about that?
We'll settle out of court.
Yeah, we'll settle out of court for one appearance.
One appearance on our podcast.
Appearance. Yeah.
Let us book your travel.
Yes.
And that's all we want.
Don't let fucking PBS do it. They're obviously fucking up. They keep sending you to fucking the St. Paul's Cathedral and shit. It's like, fuck off.
Come on. We get it.
So
anyway, we're back.
Anyway, yeah, we're back. Last week, I have to say,
yeah,
I felt pretty betrayed.
No.
When I found out that our guest last week, Hank Hanatuni, did not in fact go to Scotland for a 364-day 2-scale LARPing experience.
Yeah.
But live and learn, I guess.
Look, Keith, I'm sorry, man, that you had to find out like that. That was, she did you dirty. She did us dirty.
Yeah.
She gave us her word that we were definitely going to go with your trip, but she sent a few selfies with some wolves, clearly of the North Pole territory.
Yeah, these were definitely North Pole wolves and not Scottish sheepdogs that she was entering very intimate relationships with, it seems, according to the photos.
Pretty easy to tell the difference, and we could tell she had visited the North Pole. But can I say, did she have a smile on her face?
Yeah, I got to admit, Damon, yeah, you, again, it's not a competition, but you, so far in 3 episodes, you have 2, I have 1, and that's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
Because it's not a competition.
It's not a competition. We work together.
We work together.
And we are one. That's why we're going to work one-on-one.
One-on-one. We are one.
We are one.
Yeah.
And we're going to work one-on-one with our clients. But Hank Hanatuni, having a great time. We'll check in later. But how you doing, Keith? What's new?
I don't want to make every episode.
There's other parts of your private life.
Yeah, there's other parts of my private life.
That aren't.
Let's see.
You know what?
Yeah, your sister.
Here's the thing, Keith. I took a risk. I took a gamble.
She's got a specific scent.
I said to myself, he said 3 episodes, and he would get it out of his system.
Yeah. No, I did say that.
I took a gamble here by asking you how you've been, because certainly top of your mind is probably Jennifer, my sister, your former wife. I almost said lover, but that was
not the case.
Maybe not the case. Wife,
just
definitely.
legally wife.
Yeah, which even that seemed like
well, I don't think you have to be present at your own wedding technically, as long as you sign the papers. I guess she signed the paper, or maybe I did. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, there was a signature of hers on the whatever that's called, the wedding.
Well, you can tell because I used to forge her signature a lot. And you could tell if she did it, it was just a normal signature. If I did it, I put a heart over every letter, not just the I.
Even the capital letters, right?
Yeah.
Which took up more space than they allotted. You put a heart over.
So I guess I would have to dig up our old wedding certificate to see if I forged that signature or not.
Yeah. But either way, there's other parts of your personal life.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Certainly, you have other things going on.
Yeah.
So what's been up outside of that?
Oh boy. So it can't be related to Jennifer.
That's the goal here.
Okay. Oh boy. I went to a restaurant
were you alone? And can I ask a question before you even get into this? Was Jennifer there with her new boyfriend?
Yes, but there was a total coincidence. I did not know that they were going to be there. I did not know that I was going to sit at their table. They didn't know that.
Certainly everyone was surprised.
Everyone was surprised, from the maitre d' down to the lowliest dishwasher in the back of house. They were all very surprised to see that, wait, is that Keith Bird of Bird Product Travel Agency? And he's sitting at his ex-wife's table, and she's like sort of with her new boyfriend that she like lights up every time he walks in the room.
So when you walked in and they said, let's just reenact.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say you walk into the restaurant and I'm the host up front.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, is Jennifer here? Is my ex-wife Jennifer here?
Is your ex-wife Jennifer here? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I heard that she would be eating today, so I was just checking every restaurant.
Hang on, can I back up? You said
Yep.
You heard that your ex-wife would be eating today?
I just heard through the grapevine. You know how gossip spreads like wildfire in this town, and I just heard that she was thinking about dinner, and I was like, okay, well, maybe me too.
Okay, sounds like a table for one.
Well, depends on, is Jennifer already here?
I do have a table that has a Jennifer, yes, and she is here with another man.
Okay, that's weird. Sure, yeah, I'll sit down there. Sure.
Okay, I didn't offer it, sir. I didn't. Okay, and then he just stormed by.
Yeah. Then I just kind of walked over and sat down, and I turned to the guy. I was like, "Hey, sport, what's up, champ?"
Kind of doing the stepson treatment.
I was trying to do a power move where I'd make
Yeah.
it seem like my ex-wife's boyfriend is our son.
How did he react? Do you want to reenact that real quick?
Yeah, sure. So I
Okay.
sat down. I was like, "Hey, sport, what's up, champ?"
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's basically how it happened.
Okay, yeah. So pretty good reenactment.
Pretty
so
good.
far.
Yeah, that nailed it. Yeah.
Except
so,
I think he would recognize you because I think Jennifer has made it very clear.
she has definitely done the thing that you usually see at like convenience stores, where if you bounce a check, they'll put a picture of you up behind the register. Basically did that, except with me.
And all throughout their home.
And all throughout their home that they do share. They have they moved in.
You don't have to inform me. She's my sister.
Yeah,
I
you knew
this.
that. You knew
Yeah.
that. You knew that. Probably heard that from the family. In fact, you probably eat with this guy all the time at your family dinners that I'm no longer invited to.
Yeah, our weekly dinners, family dinners, he has attended, and so can I be honest with you? Is the reason that I knew how to portray that reenactment because they already told me that story? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it's almost like you had a script.
It's almost like I had a script already, and so that's why again I was kind of hoping that there was maybe another part of your week that was outside of.
Okay, let me just think. Gosh, so much TV.
Okay, well that's not bad. What have you been watching lately, Keith?
It's technically security footage.
So when you say TV, it's just something that is on, like you've cast to the TV. It's not like programming.
Well, I've hacked into the security feed at Jennifer's workplace. Yeah. So I've been keeping an eye on that. A lot of interesting things going on at the break room there that don't have anything to do with Jennifer. I'll be honest. I'm kind of shipping this mail room clerk and this kind of hot milfy lady lawyer. It's a lot like Better Call Saul, actually. You know what? I might be thinking of the one TV show I actually did watch was a season 2 episode of Better Call Saul, and that's on me. That's on me for getting that confused.
Oh, okay. But you're just getting caught up in the drama of this workplace, and
yeah.
it's kind of forming its own sort of TV.
Yeah,
show in your mind.
I keep telling Jennifer, it's like you should turn your workplace into an extended TV universe, and she's like, "What do you mean? Stop."
And you say it's just a feeling I get.
It's just a feeling I get,
Yeah.
just based on what I've seen.
Yeah, and the big executive's there, obviously.
The big executive, he's the big bad.
He's the big bad. He's the one running the place.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're at least attempting, I guess I could say loosely,
I watched
to
an
find
episode
new
of Better Call
interests.
Saul, and that has nothing to do with it. Although I did use the same software I talked about last week to Photoshop my face and her face onto the characters in the 2009 Nancy Meyers comedy. It's complicated.
Yeah.
I used that same technology for this Better Call Saul episode to put my face on Bob Odenkirk's face and Jennifer's face on Rhea Seehorn's face. I made sure to choose an episode where they smooch. And
Keith, it's baby steps, and I'm
it's
proud
baby
of you.
steps, yeah. Speaking of baby steps, how's your week going?
My week's going great. As you may have heard, I found out that I do have a 2-year-old son, which was the reference there of baby steps. I was unaware of this.
Yeah.
And then I met him this week,
Wow, good for
along
you.
with the mother. The mother first. The mother reached out to me and said,
Yeah, that's mother first. That's what they say.
Mother first. She said, BT Dubs, by the way. You remember that night 1.5 years ago, 1 and 3 months years ago. That's how she phrased it to me.
And he's 2. So do you remember that night?
Do you remember that
1 year, 3 months ago, where you saw this baby?
Exactly.
That's awesome. I should have told you at the time that was yours.
Exactly. Which was however many months after we had first met and had intercourse. Mm-hmm. She said, "Do you remember that time when you met that baby?" And I was kind of trying to tell you, "Hey, meet your son." I said, "What do you mean, meet my son?"
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, I was trying to tell you this is your kid. You have a kid." So I'm forming a relationship with both of them slowly at this point, but it's been going. It's been a really good start so far.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet, but you're sort of a prolific fucksman.
Yeah. That's the title I prefer, a prolific fucksman. I do get around, and that is not my first child, certainly. But it's a good start so far. He might be my closest son. Who knows?
Okay, we'll
see how it goes. But
that's cool.
It's been a good week so far. But I think.
Are you going to bring him to the family dinner?
I'll bring the child first. I'm going to bring the child first.
That's what they say. Yeah.
They say mother first, but if they don't say mother first, they say child first.
Yeah. One or the other.
So I have asked permission to get the little squirt on Wednesday nights.
Wow, you do have a great relationship. Already call him a little squirt.
Yeah, just Wednesday evenings so I can bring him over to the fam and just start introducing him and seeing how he gets along with the rest of the family. Because
introduction is a multi-step process. So you're going to do like the first couple steps of that.
Yeah, exactly. And again, back to it, baby steps, right? Baby
yes.
steps. So I meant it literally in the way that this 2-year-old is taking baby steps, but also I'm taking baby steps with introducing that baby into my family.
Wow. That's beautiful. I wish I could have had a kid. But
Yeah,
Jennifer was like, first of all, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And second of all, not in me.
Two layers to this. Number one, no baby for you. Number two, definitely not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have a vendetta where she makes sure that there's no point in time where you're ever going to have a child.
Yeah. She also has a Venn diagram where she sort of, the one circle was her and the other circle was my family. Yeah. And in the middle was, you're not going to be in it.
Yeah, which is an interesting way to do a Venn diagram. It's kind of like the antithesis of it.
Yeah, I guess it was sort of an inverse Venn diagram in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, great to catch up. I think I think it's time that we take a break.
I feel pretty good about that. I don't think it was about Jennifer. I think it was mostly about just kind of my video editing, like kind of what I've been picking up there. And just kind of the different, culturally, like seeing what the food scene in this town is like,
Exactly. I think more than anything, that was you catching up on the food scene and trying to find some culture through television shows that are not her, even if you forced her face onto them.
Yeah.
So I think it's time we take a short little break, and then let's get to our next. Next guest.
I got this guy that's giving me a long list of restaurant reservations being made around town, and I just got to go check that list real quick, and then we'll be back with more of the Destination Passport
after this.
Welcome back to Destination Passport. We're so excited to help yet another client go on the vacation of their dreams, and that's what we're going to do right now.
We're excited to put that twinkle back in their eye, as we always say.
If that twinkle's gone or if it was never there. Because a lot of the people we meet with are just, there's nothing going on.
Dead eyes.
Nothing going on behind those eyes sometimes.
Dead brain.
Dead eyes, dead brain.
Full hearts.
Can't lose when you're with us.
Can't lose when you're with us. Another one of our classic slogans. So let's get to it. Let's find out. Has this guest ever had a twinkle in their eye? Did they, but they've just lost it? Who knows?
Let's find out. Let's give a big Bird Product Travel Agency welcome to Noah Baumbach.
Hey, thanks for having me. Really good to be here. Happy about it. Good twinkle in my eye and happy.
Oh, so you do have a twinkle in your eye right now already?
Oh, yeah. I got a big old twinkle in my eye. I just got a really good grade on my biology test and having fun,
That's great. Biology test. So you're still in school?
Yeah, I'm a high school sophomore.
Okay, wow.
Interesting.
I'll admit, I thought you might have been a different Noah Baumbach when we booked you.
No, it's me.
Okay.
It's me.
It's you.
I'm
It's
the
you.
Noah Baumbach. Yeah, high school sophomore.
Excellent. Can I just say, youngest client to date?
Youngest client so
Youngest
far,
client
yeah.
to date.
Most of our clients have problems with their teenage sons and stepsons that they want to get away from. But
Yeah.
you are a son or possibly stepson?
Just a son.
Okay.
Yeah, just a regular old son.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Your parents still
What does that mean?
Parents still doing well for now?
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying, infinite possibilities. I'm sorry, I don't want to put anything out there.
No, it's
How would you describe your parents' marriage story?
really hot.
From beginning to I almost said end to now.
Hey, there is no end. There is no end. Okay.
So you're convinced that your parents will stay together forever.
forever. Yeah, forever and
Okay.
ever. Hotter than ever.
Now, can I just say, you seem so cocksure. It almost feels like a state of denial. Are you?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not denial.
Okay.
That's not denial.
Usually
That's just
when
me knowing that my parents are really happy and really hot and
Okay.
having hot.
I want you to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So when we say, your parents, are they having trouble? Here's what it sounds like to us. No, no.
No, I promise they love each other. They've told me before.
That's an incredible impression of me, and I agree. I
So
still
you hear
agree.
that? You
Yeah,
hear
I
that,
hear
but
it
it
and I
doesn't
agree.
sound like denial to you.
No, it sounds like hot.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself? You just got a great grade on your biology test.
what was
Yeah,
that grade?
B plus.
Okay, nice. I mean, everyone has different standards.
Exactly.
That's great. Yeah.
Some would say that's a good grade. Absolutely. So,
Yeah, really good grade.
and others would say it's a really good grade.
yeah.
Well, look, we want to learn about you. We want to learn about why you might be wanting to go on a trip, but we need to know more about what's going on in that head first.
And in that life.
Oh yeah. So I do biology class.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I have that third period.
Okay.
It's really awesome. You get to learn about cells and like all about freaking.
Is this why you only got a B plus?
You can remember cells.
Yeah, there's
That's good.
cells.
That's good.
There's bugs.
And bugs are made of cells.
Bugs are made of cells. Exactly.
Yeah.
Was that one of the questions on the
That
last
was one of the
test?
questions. Yeah.
Nice.
It was-
Bugs are made of blank.
Yeah. And the other answers were flies. But I knew it right away. Bugs can't be made of flies.
You could tell right away. You knew.
Yeah. I knew that one right away. So I really love biology.
And that's your third period. Let's go through your schedule. What's first period?
Yeah, first period is math.
Yeah, no
boring.
bugs in that.
Boring. Yeah, no bugs. Absolutely no cells to be seen.
Have you had any word problems in there where they might say there's 4 ants crawling on a log and 2 fall off? How many are left?
I'm not in kindergarten.
Is
Sorry,
there
you
no
said
Baumbach
sophomore.
who's in kindergarten?
Yeah, there is also a Noah Baumbach in kindergarten, but I don't ever talk to him because that'd be so freaking awkward. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine how awkward that would be for me, Noah Baumbach, the high school sophomore,
Yeah.
to talk to Noah Baumbach, the kindergartner?
Yeah.
Noah Baumbach, the kindergartner, would probably be like, there were 2 ants on the log at the end of it. Because,
Maybe.
again, you're above that, and I
Yeah,
apologize.
I'm really smart.
So what are you in? Calculus?
No, I'm in just regular math. Yeah, it doesn't have a special name yet. It's just math.
Okay, so then what's second period?
Yeah, so first period is math. Second period is weightlifting.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that class I love because all my baseball team is in there, and they're all so strong, and it's just so cool. It's just so cool to see us all together just lifting, and yeah, and it's just really cool.
So the coolest part is being able to see everyone and lifting there together. So you're just kind of watching the mirror the whole time as everyone's lifting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lifting too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm lifting too.
Oh, I can tell.
You got to get out all those frustrations after math class.
Yeah. After I've been so bored to tears in math class, then it's just so nice to go pump with all the guys on the baseball team.
Yeah, my Noah Baumbach jacked rankings are definitely your number 1. Noah Baumbach, the famous director, is number 2, and then way down at 3 is Noah Baumbach, the kindergartner. There's no way that kid can lift.
You should see number 4.
He's number 4.
Number 4 is it was that after in the movie Twilight when they rip the vampire apart and burn their pieces.
Sure.
One of those guys was the other Noah Baumbach, and he's number 4.
One of the guys that got torn apart.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
the actor or the character's name?
The character's name.
Okay.
That's interesting. There must be some inside Hollywood kind of.
That's a fun
Yeah, you have
fact.
to go deep on Reddit for that. But you'll see it, and it's really interesting.
Wow.
Okay, so after weightlifting, what do we got? What's third
Third period is biology,
Third
and you're,
period is
you got
biology.
testosterone coursing through your veins. You're
Yeah.
just
Maybe that's
amped
why
up.
you love biology so much. You got all these endorphins
yeah,
running.
that could be. That really could be.
Yeah.
I'm so jacked after weightlifting that I'm like, I'd love anything right now, you know? And it just happens to be biology.
Yeah, I'm jacked for bugs.
Yes.
Can I pitch something really quick?
Sure.
Why don't you try a quick morning lift before going to math? See how that does for you.
Too sleepy.
What time's your first period?
8:30.
That's pretty. It's later than when I
Most high
was in
schools.
high school. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a interesting school.
Okay.
Did you almost say progressive?
No, they can't let us say progressive.
Okay, that is an interesting school.
Yeah. Somebody tried to say progressive and never seen him again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did they claim to be a magnet school, but they're only allowed to say that because magnets can also repel?
Yeah. So then they kind of had some legal issues, and then now it's just called an interesting school.
That is, I mean, honestly, like teens like yourself need more sleep. You know,
Yeah,
it's insane that you have to. Some of these schools are starting as early as 7:45 a.m.
Yeah, when I'm on my phone until 4 a.m., it's
Yeah.
gonna be so
You
hard
need so
to
much.
get up and go to school.
When you're a teen,
Yeah.
Especially
so
a growing man, especially with those muscles growing as
with
they
the
are.
muscle. Yeah, they're really big.
Yeah.
I mean, you got jacked seps of all kinds, biceps, triceps,
Yeah.
quadriceps.
Every type of sept on you is jacked. Can we just say?
It's huge. It's huge.
Each one of your abs looks like a bicep.
Thank you. And someday my baseball coach is gonna see that, and he's gonna let me play a game.
Oh, he hasn't let you play yet.
No, not yet, but I'm just a sophomore, so
Oh, okay.
that kind of makes sense. You know
They have
what I mean?
JV, right?
Nope.
Interesting school.
Interesting.
That's
school.
what they.
That's
That's
an
what I said.
interesting
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. When they said you can't play yet, I said, can't I play JV? And they said, no, we don't have that here.
And you said,
And I said, interesting. Yeah.
Man, I want to honestly I want to go up to this coach and be like, "Do you see this kid, Noah Baumbach? He looks
No.
like prime McGuire combined with prime Canseco, with presumably the corked bat of prime Sammy Sosa."
Yeah, big time.
Big time in the
Big
cork and
time in
bats.
the cork and bats.
And this is our regular segment, baseball talk.
Wow, you guys do this every week?
We do talk about baseball every
Talk
week.
about baseball.
Yeah,
Wow.
every week we talk
What's
about-
your guys' favorite play?
Our
Probably the double.
Yeah, favorite play to call in baseball is probably double.
Double play.
You know, when you're in the sandlot and you're kind of huddled up with your friends and you're like, all right, what should we do on this one? Draw up the play, the X's and O's. Like, okay, you're going to hit a double. Then you take this route to the first base, and then you turn a corner, take this route to the second base. And then when it works, bellissimo.
It's so awesome when it works.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Yeah.
Nothing better
Yeah.
in all sports than when a baseball play works out.
Yeah, nothing better in all sports than a double.
That's what everyone goes to the games for.
Yeah.
They're just chanting double, double, double.
I I was at a baseball game once, and
Nice.
they did a double.
Yeah.
And this person,
Whoa.
Someone who did a double.
yes, the team on the field did a double, and the person next to me passed out.
That's why they got to put fainting couches in some of
Yeah.
these baseball stadiums. I know they're
Thank
putting up the
you.
nets. They're putting up the nets. That's a start.
I think I read about that. Was that the 103-year-old who had been waiting their entire life to finally see a double, and that was
Yeah.
the first one they saw?
Yep. And they
Wow.
finally saw it and passed out.
Somehow, every single baseball game they went to for 90 years, they only saw singles, triples, walks, home runs.
Statistically, they said the probability of that was unreal.
They saw
so low.
They saw. I read the article. They saw 50 instances of catcher interference, but no doubles.
That's why it was so shocking to them when they saw the double. They passed right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
you
would
just,
too.
Oh, holy shit!
Oh, my
Damon, are you
God.
okay?
Sorry, I just broke the chair here.
I think Damon
I've
got
been-
so jacked up from just hearing about these teens weightlifting that he's starting to.
Between that and the doubles talk.
and the doubles
Whoa.
talk, boy, oh boy. I mean, if I ever saw a double, it's been years and years for me since I've seen a double.
Yeah.
Just wait.
So bring us back. Biology is where
That's
we left
third
off.
period. It's
Third
the fourth
period.
period.
When does lunch? Does lunch come after third
Yeah,
or fourth
when's
for you?
lunch?
Lunch is after fourth period.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
fourth period?
Fourth period for me is English literature, 1800 to 1850.
Okay, so
Wow,
just
very narrow.
Very interesting range.
Yes, that's what it is. It's interesting.
See, because that seems like maybe a course you'd take maybe in college where you really kind of get
Yeah.
deeper into it. So do you get deep into it?
No, we just kind of talk about it.
Okay, that's interesting.
On a high level.
Really high surface level. Kind of like, 1800, 1801.
You're just kind of going through all the years.
Yeah.
It's
And
closer to math than English.
That's
English
that part
literature.
sounds like
it's
math.
a little bit both.
Or history.
Yeah.
History, maybe.
Yeah.
Historical
well,
math.
What is English, but if not history?
Oof.
Wow,
Wow.
that's so true.
Man, you have a bright future ahead of you. That was deep.
Thank you.
So
yeah,
you-
I want to be a film director.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you kind of have the name of a Noah Baumbach, but kind of the youth baseball experience of what's the other guy?
Barry Bonds.
No.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Fuck, why do I always blank on his name? He's from Austin. He directed. Here, I'll look it up.
Oh, Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, that's Martin Scorsese.
From Austin.
From
yeah.
Austin.
From
Texas.
Austin. Yeah, classic Austinite. Keep Austin weird, like Marty.
Yeah.
Keep Austin weird and keep your school interesting.
Yeah.
So fourth period, then you got lunch.
Then we got lunch,
Can
which
I-
is so awesome.
Okay, I was going to ask about lunch. Like,
Yeah.
do you have cliques that you sit with? You sit with the baseball guys?
I sit with the baseball guys. Yeah, me and Romeo.
There's two of you on the team?
Richard
Well, we're just
Linklater.
best friends. Oh, Richard Linklater, also from Austin.
Yeah, just like Marty.
So you and Romeo are besties.
Yeah. really
you guys
good
eat
friends.
lunch together.
We eat lunch together. We always hit up. They have a fried chicken bar.
Wow.
We eat there.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
Is it made on site,
I don't.
or is it just Cisco?
I've never bothered to ask.
Well, if you're going to be a film director, you kind of have to have a curious mind. You
Oh,
know?
can I write that down?
Yeah, just write that down.
Cool. Yeah.
And just as like a blanket statement, you have our permission to write down anything while we're
Yeah.
talking.
Oh,
you can
cool.
take any notes. There's
Cool.
there's no like legal ramification. Like nothing in here is privileged.
Awesome.
You know, you can write it down.
That's
yeah.
so cool. Yeah. Okay, I'll just keep taking notes throughout. Yeah.
By the way, do your parents know you're here?
No. They
Your
think
parents know
yeah,
that-
they think I'm at swimming. They put me on the swimming team and I
Oh.
said, "I don't know how to swim."
Is that why they put you in swimming though, to learn?
Yeah, to learn how to swim.
Is it a
Right.
swim team or just a swim class?
I think both.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have a class that comes together and feels like a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
That's
Eh,
true.
Wait, is the other Noah Baumbach in your swim class?
No, the other Noah Baumbach is in kindergarten.
But that's probably closer to the age of people learning to swim than you, right?
No, you'd be surprised. It's
Okay.
all high school sophomores learning how to swim.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Okay, so
Yeah.
after lunch, what do we got? Let's round
after
out the day here.
lunch, we have I have this class where you just sit and they
And this
tell you,
is okay. This is
yeah,
fifth period.
This is fifth period.
Okay.
They tell you just reflect.
Okay.
I would say progressive, but it's not.
It's not.
It's interesting.
It's not progressive.
interesting.
Is
Yeah,
it
for
meditation?
sure.
It's like
Is
a
it-
meditation
yeah.
class because I've taken a meditation class before.
Kind
there is a
of,
lot to
yeah.
learn.
Is it
Yeah.
that or is it study hall?
No, it's not study hall. Yeah, you can't study. You're strictly prohibited from studying.
If you try doing any work, they'll slap it out of your hand.
They
So
just
it's not-
say reflect.
It's not a free period at all.
No. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's a really
Is that your
hard
hardest
work.
class?
Second. I would say second hardest class. Math is first.
Math
Definitely.
is first because
Yeah.
you're too sleepy. still.
Yeah, too sleepy still.
All right, so after you're done reflecting,
Yeah.
Well, what do you reflect on? Give us one thing that you reflect on.
Yesterday I reflected on I had a hard time yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I was trying to reflect on. Well, I was trying to reflect on math, but then I just started thinking.
That seems dangerously close to studying, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I had to stop. I was
Okay.
like, this is getting too close to studying. They're gonna find me out. They're gonna figure me out.
Yeah.
So then I just started reflecting on my parents' hot marriage.
yeah. And how well it's going, right?
And how well and perfect and hot.
So what sort of images came to mind when you were reflecting on how well it's going? Was it them arguing through the night, these sorts of things?
Yeah, it was a little bit of that. It was last year we took a trip to the Grand Tetons restaurant and bar.
And where is that?
That's right outside of Des Moines.
Iowa, sure.
Yeah, so we
yeah.
took a trip there, and they kept asking the server if they could get more water, but didn't like the water. Just kept being like, "This water tastes weird."
If you're not used to Des Moines water,
yeah,
It takes a few days to acclimate, for
There
sure.
you go.
Yeah, you have to. Then I was reading about it after we got home, and it turns out you have to eat local bee pollen before you go there, so that the water tastes regular.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. So you have to do that. So then, so I was thinking about that, and then I was reflecting on, we were driving home, and my dad was like, I gotta piss.
He's trying so much water.
And he drank so much Des Moines water.
Right. Yeah. You don't
Um,
realize it's like when you're shooting. It's like when the other Noah Baumbach's shooting a scene with food in it.
Yeah.
And just taking
Yes.
bites for each take.
Yeah.
It's kind of what he went
Yeah.
through.
I was kind of the kid, and my dad was the whale.
The kid and the whale. Yeah.
Yeah, and so my dad's being like, "I gotta piss," and my mom's being like, "Shut up, Walter! Shut up, you stupid fuck!" And my dad's like, "Come on, I gotta piss! I gotta piss! I gotta piss!" And my mom's sitting out in the back seat.
He's driving.
He is
He has
driving.
total control over whether.
Total
he
control.
pisses.
Okay.
Total control. Yeah. And my mom's being in the back seat, being like, "Shut the fuck up, Walter! Shut the fuck up, Walter!"
And what is she doing in the back seat? Is she?
Oh,
like-
she's been really into Sudoku. She does the New York Times Sudoku.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's the hardest one in the
Yeah,
country.
yeah. But then we got all the way back to our home, and they went. My mom lives in the cottage house out back. And
So a really hot, healthy marriage.
really, but it's so hot. Yeah.
Where does your dad live?
He lives at the motel.
You got the house to yourself.
Yeah. Well, me and my dog,
What's your dog's name?
Richie.
Richie.
Yeah, like Richie Rich.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Richie Rich's Christmas wish.
Yeah, we named him that because he got really into Bitcoin.
The dog did.
Yeah, the dog got really into Bitcoin, made $100,000 in 2 days.
Ooh, did he get?
Wow.
He got in early.
Yeah, he got in super early and then got out,
Wow, that's smart.
and he's just living the life.
Now he doesn't have to worry about anything.
No, for the rest of his life.
Before, yeah, the dogs had
A
to worry
dog
about
doesn't need much to
bills.
retire. You
No.
know?
Yeah.
Just need that. Is your dog? We ask this to any guest that has a dog.
Yeah.
Dry or wet? What's their food prep?
Oh, dry,
Okay, yeah.
dry,
All
dry,
day.
Dry
Yeah.
all day, munchy
Yeah.
crunchy.
Yeah,
So your parents are doing well. You reflect on that.
yeah,
Sixth period.
Sixth period.
yeah. And then after that, I have it's an elective class, so I take art.
Cool.
Nice. You elected for art.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
That's
you.
pretty standard. That feels like pretty standard for schools.
You'd think, but there's only 4 kids in my class.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody else chose to do archery.
There's 2 options.
Yeah,
The
there's
two options were art and archery.
Yeah, yeah. You could either do art or you could do archery, and everybody else chose archery except for me, Sandra,
Bullock.
Kyle. No, and don't ever say that to her.
But that is that her last name?
Yeah, but don't say it. Don't say that to her.
Okay.
She hates that.
Then you
She
said
just-
Kyle.
Kyle S.
Chandler.
Yeah,
Kyle
no,
S.
Kyle S. Chandler. Yeah,
That's Chandler.
yeah, and what's his name?
Is your BFF in there? Are you blanking on your best friend's name?
No. Romeo takes archery. And
You seem pretty upset that he didn't take art with you.
No, I mean he can take whatever he wants. He
Okay.
can take whatever class he wants.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take art, and he wanted to take archery.
Yeah. You don't have to be in every class together.
But we should, right? Do you guys agree that we should be?
If you're best friends.
If
I
you're
mean,
best friends.
I mean, if
right?
you're truly best friends, yeah, I
That's
think
what
you'd
I.
match up
That's what I
schedules at the
thought.
beginning of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah. And I've been talking about taking this art class all the way since 8th grade.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of
They don't offer
anticipation.
art till sophomore year.
No, they don't. No, you can take in 8th grade. You can take gym. in ninth grade, you can take a weird physics class.
Weird physics.
Yeah, the ones where you like launch rockets and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
pretty weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and then 10th grade you get to choose between art or archery.
Okay, so who's the fourth person in your class?
I can't remember his name.
Very
Is
non-memorable.
it Richard something?
No.
Nope. No? Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just when
Richard.
I can't remember someone's name, it's usually Richard Linklater.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like,
Oh, is that it?
yeah. Wait, yeah.
Wait, that is Richard.
I was
It's a
thinking
kid
it was
named-
Tyler, but Tyler dropped out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden dropped out.
Tyler Durden dropped out of my art class. Yeah, that's right. That's
Interesting
right. That's right.
school.
Yeah.
And he switched over to archery?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in months.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He may have dropped out of school.
Yeah.
He may just be a figment of your imagination. That's also a possibility.
That'd be wild.
That'd be weird.
That'd be really weird.
What are the odds
if he
of that?
was.
So what art have you made?
The other day I drew a picture of two people.
A mommy and a daddy?
They could be. They could.
Open to interpretation.
Yeah, at that point it's open to interpretation.
But were they hitting each other with
they
weapons?
were fighting? Yeah, they were fighting for sure. You know, but in a hot way.
Yeah,
If
sure.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, no, that's possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
If they've kind of set some rules and boundaries,
Uh-huh.
and which I assume they've done.
In the picture, yeah.
Yeah, in the picture they've
Yeah,
done that.
there's a whole backstory. Yeah, so they did that, and there's a lot of grass.
Okay. And did you learn?
A lot of grass that you drew in the picture.
Yeah, I drew a lot of grass in the picture.
Okay.
So they're like laying in a field or something.
They're just they're standing,
This
but it
isn't-
is a field.
This isn't like you drew that. This isn't like a multimedia piece where you like tore grass out of the ground.
No,
and, like, pasted it
multimedia
onto-
is second semester.
Okay, well that's something to look forward
Yeah,
to.
I'm really looking forward to it.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And then how many periods you got? 7?
7 periods.
So
So
the
then
last period.
7 period. I have history.
Okay. And is it a particular era?
Yeah, it's all of the 1920s.
So just the
Every one of
roaring
them.
20s.
All of them, yeah.
The entire 1920s.
Yeah,
Wow. So
and-
1920.
And in
1921.
the English class, it's pretty surface level, but this we go
You
deep,
go deep on
deep
each year.
on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the way to 29. even.
20. Yeah, even 29.
Whoa.
Such an interesting decade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of that decade from what
My
you've
favorite
learned so
part
far?
is Leonardo DiCaprio doing this. Kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just a little joke.
So for those of you at home,
Yeah.
Noah Baumbach reenacted the Great Gatsby gif.
No, my favorite part about the 1920s is the World's Fair.
Okay. I think there was one, yeah.
Yeah, there
We'll
was.
take your word on
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one in history class.
Yeah,
we
I
are
mean-
far
you're the
removed.
one. You're the one going in depth for 2 straight semesters about the 1920s.
Yeah, I wrote a whole paper about it.
Okay. About
World
the
Fair?
World's,
The World's Fair. Yeah, I wrote.
Where
a whole
was that
paper
one
about
at?
It. It was in Tallahassee that year.
Florida.
1926.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the time, one of the most cosmopolitan places in the country.
It was huge. Yeah. They built the world's first cinnamon roll.
They built the world's
Yeah.
first cinnamon roll.
Was that the big attraction of the fair? They
That-
said, "Come
yeah.
on down. We're going to build the first cinnamon
Was
roll."
it a giant cinnamon roll or just like
It was like 5 feet.
that's pretty big for a cinnamon
I'd say
roll.
giant.
That's yeah, that qualifies as giant
Yeah.
relative to other cinnamon. Even a Cinnabon does not compare.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
Yeah.
And they say Cinnabons are big.
Yeah. Not compared to a 5-foot cinnamon roll at the Tallahassee World's Fair in 1926.
Yep. So yeah, it was really cool.
That's
Man,
really
well, this
cool.
is
Wow.
great getting to know you.
And then you presumably have baseball practice after that.
And then baseball,
Baseball
practice. Well,
practice.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday I had baseball practice, and then Tuesday and Thursday I'm supposed to have swimming practice. But yeah,
You can't.
do that.
So what do? Do you just kind of like hang out behind the school instead of going to swimming?
Yeah, either that or I come here and see what happens.
And when you say here, you mean our agency.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
see
So
if
every
there's
other
anything.
time you just hung out behind the school waiting for practice to be over. This time you decided to come over here
Yeah.
and
yeah.
book a vacation.
Uh huh. Just to see.
Yeah,
I
try
don't know.
something new.
Yeah, why
Well, that
not?
was my next question, just to see why are you here? What are you looking to do? Are you looking to get away?
Yeah, I gotta get away.
We should explain that we have done some scientific research, hypotheses, control groups, if-then statements.
You
the
guys
whole
love
bit.
biology too.
Biology and all kinds of science.
Yeah,
And we
broader.
use our broader science knowledge to determine through research that when people want to get away, that's when they could use a vacation,
Wow.
and vice versa.
Yeah, that's really genius.
Thank you.
That's really.
So talk
genius.
us through why you want to leave? What's going on?
It's I didn't think I was
Oh
gonna
my
do this
god!
today, but
Oh no!
I just.
Oh my god! He's punching his abs.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I just.
You don't have to get angry at yourself.
No, I just wanted to. Me and Romeo have been talking about going on some sort of trip, and he's kind of dragging his feet a little bit. So I'm kind of like putting in the back end work to be like, look, we can do it. So hopefully we can kind of get out of there and get away from this crazy town.
So you're hoping to go on a Best Bros trip with Romeo, who chose not to come here.
Yeah, and then just see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
See if any other things happen.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So what is your goal for this? Are you looking to get closer with Romeo? It
Yes.
Seems like he's hesitant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, closer for sure.
Especially the
yeah.
archery art split.
Yeah.
Seemed like that was a big.
Yeah, we got into a big fight after that. But I want to make it up to him. I really want to make it up to him.
You want to make it up to him. You're apologizing.
Yeah, that's what I've learned anything from my parents' hot, sexy marriage, that it's that somebody has to apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So did you throw like a huge fit tantrum when he made the switch? And
I guess if you would call throwing a whole bunch of leaves off the roof of his apartment complex a huge fit, then yeah.
Romeo lives in an apartment.
Yeah, he lives in an apartment complex.
by
Yeah.
himself or with a parent or grandparent?
Don't know.
Yeah, I guess I should ask.
You've never been over to your best friend's place?
No, he always comes
Well-
over to my place because I have the whole house to myself.
That's
me and
true.
my
Oh,
mom.
that makes sense.
Well, you've been
Yeah.
on the roof. But
Yeah,
other than
I
that,
have been
to
on
throw
the
the leaves off.
Yeah. Well, every 4th of July we watch the fireworks on the roof.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good best
Yeah.
bro move.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't realize that you were angry because he thought that you were just doing him a favor, kind of clearing the leaves from the.
Did he think you were just doing yard work? Or were you throwing them in a clearly angry way?
I mean, I thought that I was throwing them in a pretty angry way, but he kept just being like, thank you for doing that. We've been meaning to get up here and clean off all these leaves.
Don't forget the gutter on the left
Yeah.
corner.
And
Yeah.
then I did that, and there was a whole bunch of sand in there. That's separate, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, how does sand fall onto your roof?
Exactly. That's what I kept saying. I was like, how did you get beach sand in the gutter?
Wait
you can
a
tell
minute.
it's beach sand.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. When you guys have your 4th of July celebrations, do you bring sand up there to make it seem like you're on the beach for the 4th of July?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Now that makes
think
makes
that might
total
be it.
sense.
Yeah, that might be it. That's pretty
Yeah.
clear.
Yep. Dang it. Yeah, I forgot. I went to me and my parents went to Daytona Beach Inn.
Where's that?
That's right by Connecticut, right where Connecticut meets.
Right by Connecticut.
Yeah, right on the
if
coast there.
you go into Connecticut, you've gone too far.
Yeah,
By Connecticut.
It's by Connecticut. Yeah, right on the coast there.
And that's the Daytona Beach Inn.
The Daytona Beach Inn. Yeah, had a lot of chicken fingers, but went to the beach and got a pail of sand.
Just one pail.
Just one pail. That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah. And then brought it back home.
Okay.
To,
So did it feel like the roof was a beach, or did it feel like it was just kind of dirty?
It felt like a beach.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
It was
like a
enough to
beach.
put your toes in the sand.
Yeah, you put your toes.
I mean,
in the
you're an
sand.
Only
artist.
your toes,
You're an
but-
artist.
Yeah.
You can use your imagination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Romeo wants to be an artist.
He does.
I think.
But he switched out of art to go to archery.
Yeah.
You think he's scared of failure?
Yeah, definitely. He was like, if I fail in archery, then I just shoot an arrow into the hay, But if I fail,
Yeah. The stakes in archery are way lower than
really
archery.
low.
Yeah.
But if I fail at art, then it's like everybody sees me as a fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot to think about. When we're
Lot to
thinking
think about here,
how to-
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have any thoughts?
I have some ideas percolating in my head of what could work for at least Noah and hopefully also Romeo for this trip.
Yes.
But I think, did I go first last week?
Potentially, I could go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some thoughts.
Cool.
So if you don't mind,
Yeah, I'd love it.
I've kind of mentally put together a package in my head,
Okay.
and I want to pitch it to you now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm
okay.
in. I'm in.
Sorry,
I'm
we
in.
are
Sorry.
big on consent here.
Yeah, no,
Big.
I was shaking my head and I realized that nobody can see that.
We booked early on in our business, we booked some people on vacations without their consent.
Yes.
And it caused a big problem.
Big problem.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Some called it kidnapping.
Yeah, some called it-
including the law. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wow.
law called it aggravated kidnapping.
That's scary.
Because we thought that you needed a gun to do this.
To book people.
Because we did some basic research on how do you book someone on a trip without their consent.
Yeah. That was the first thing that popped up.
First thing
It's like,
popped up
Get a
was like,
gun.
get a gun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and there's the second thing, like steal a train.
Second
Yeah.
thing is steal a train.
Yep. Off the tracks. Don't like commandeer it.
Right.
Take it
Take
from
it
the
off the
tracks.
track.
Train is the easiest vehicle to commit a crime with.
Yeah. So, and it seems like it would be the opposite because it's so big.
Yeah.
So big. But
Well,
then-
this is a great segue. I was actually
cool.
going to pitch
Yeah.
a train ride across
Okay.
Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we start in Amsterdam.
Yum.
Delicious food there.
Yeah.
Yum,
Yeah,
yum,
yeah,
yum.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're gonna stay at the what's it called? The Austin Inn there, Austin, Texas Inn.
Yes.
There in
cool.
Amsterdam.
I've read so much about that.
Yep.
I went on Facebook and my friend was thinking about going there.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're already familiar.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So stay there for a few nights. Get to check out the red light district. I think there's nothing better to bond over as bros than to just walk by some nice female ladies pressing themselves against
Very
glass.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think
sounds
that could be a
fun.
good bonding experience.
Yeah.
And then spend a few days there. Hop on the train, take it down to Paris,
Oh my god.
Paris, France.
Wow.
Wow. And once you're there, I'm thinking, and again, you're studying history right now. What
Yeah.
years was it again that you're studying?
1800 to 1850.
Well, that's for
Oh, that's
oh,
English.
that's for English. Yeah, sorry, the
1920s is history.
Entire
Well, maybe this would be more relevant for English then.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You can study English in France.
And I've never heard of France before. So
You've heard of Paris, but not France.
yeah, I always thought it was in. Always thought it was in England.
Never had geography class.
No, they don't teach that.
Interesting.
Exactly.
So once you're in Paris, I'm thinking you hit up the Champs-Élysées.
One of the best champs in Paris.
One of the best Champs, the Élysées, at least. And
That's what it means. Champs, at least.
At least. At least this Champs. So hit that up for a few days equally. Maybe check out some local restaurants there, diners as they call them.
Cool.
Head back to Amsterdam on the train, and then you're home.
Oh, that's it. Oh, cool. Just
That's the trip.
Just the two stops
2 stops.
all across Europe.
Well,
All across
you did say. I mean, technically, you can look outside the train window.
That's true. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
crossing through Belgium, probably.
Yeah. And if I know me, I'm gonna have to tell the train driver to stop every couple hours so I can take a piss.
Yeah. I think they have bathrooms on the train.
I'd really like to do it outside.
It's hard. It can be hard to do it like with the train's moving and you're like,
Yeah.
You get in your head about it.
Off balance.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not getting you in any of those baseball games, so your balance is probably not great.
Yeah. I don't have any balance hardly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need balance when you're that batter's box.
Uh huh. Yeah.
You need balance so you can drive through the ball. You know.
Yeah.
Are you writing this down?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, good. Because we want you to start varsity someday.
Yeah.
No way.
And
So
we're
we can-
kind of baseball nuts.
So we can put your picture on our wall as one of the many celebrities that have.
Oh my
Use their
God,
services.
Noah Baumbach, famous baseball player
Famous-
/ film director.
In
That's
the
right.
future, yeah.
In the future, yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So initial
Wow.
thoughts.
That sounds great. Yeah, I really love that idea. I think that sounds fun. I've never heard of France, like I said. So that'd be really interesting to see. And
Any
yeah.
thoughts on the red light district with your bro?
Yeah, I'd say that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good.
It all
I'd
checks
say.
out.
Yeah, it all checks out for me and hopefully also for Romeo.
Okay, great. And we can check with him. But Keith, yeah, you got what's your idea?
Well, yeah, Romeo's definitely top of mind when it comes to my idea, and I really want to help you like cultivate this best friendship with him.
Thank you. Yeah. See what happens.
See what happens, and so what I'm thinking for you is something that we like to call a prank trip.
No way.
That's just what we like to call it.
Yeah, but it's a good prank. It's a happy.
Okay.
Prank.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the kind of prank that the prankee ends up feeling like this wasn't a prank. This was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Cool. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, write that down. So basically, what I'm thinking is send you out to the beautiful Pacific Northwest, the Pinwa, as I say, very remote part of Eastern Oregon.
Okay.
Which is the prettiest part of Oregon.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah.
And kind of you'll take a Jeep that is driven by, he looks exactly like Patrick Stewart in Green Room.
Exactly.
Okay.
In fact, Patrick Stewart's character in Green Room was based off of this guy. But he's reformed.
Okay.
He's reformed.
Yeah.
He's not a white
Thank
supremacist, neo-Nazi skinhead anymore.
Okay. Good.
But he was for a long time.
Yeah.
One of the top ones
Wow.
in the region.
Wow.
But again, he's reformed, and now he runs this business driving usually teens, I guess, like yourself, to remote Oregon, remote Eastern Oregon. And it looks like this giant like archery range, basically.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
For
like,
Romeo.
For Romeo.
Wow.
And so Romeo will probably be like, "Oh my God, this is so cool!
Yeah.
You know, how did you know that I like archery?
Yeah.
How do you know I'm so interested in archery?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it could be a good bonding experience because he might turn it around and say, "Hey, bud, you want me to teach you archery?"
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I get to learn how to do archery.
Well, for
too.
that brief moment, you might think you're going to learn how to do archery, but what happens is that the former neo-Nazi skinhead burns down the archery range.
And this is all part of the vacation.
This is all part of the vacation.
Absolutely.
He's like, archery's fucked. He points at Romeo, looks him right in the eyes, and says, "You're never going to pick up a bow and arrow ever again, you fucker."
Oh my God.
And then he forces you, black bags both of you, gets
Wait.
you into the Jeep,
Okay.
Sounds pretty appealing so far, huh?
drives you all the way across the state to Portland, and then just kind of takes you to a paint, fire, and glaze.
Oh, and that's the prank part.
The prank part is you think the prank part you think it's going to be like a week of learning archery.
Yeah.
From not only is he a reformed skinhead, but he's still a very good archer. He hasn't reformed that part of his personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a great archer. He learned how to do archery because he had a theory that, when the race wars come, that somehow guns will not be able to be used.
Right.
So you have to figure out how to
Figure something else
use
out.
an archery. Yeah.
Wow.
But now he just has that skill and he uses it to, at this archery range, he will teach people archery. But for the prank version of the trip, he'll burn down
He
his
burns it
archery
to the
range.
ground.
Yeah.
Takes you to, I think it's the 3rd or 4th ranked paint, fire, and glaze place in
Portland.
where you can
Wow.
go and make your own pottery and
Okay,
paint
that
it
was going to be my
yourself.
second question. What do you do at this place?
You paint it, you fire it, and you glaze it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds really awesome.
Okay, great. Well,
Yeah.
then this might be the hardest part. Thoughts on both? What are you thinking? Are you leaning one way or the
Oh my
other?
God, I have
Do you
to
have any further
choose.
questions?
Initial thoughts are never been to Europe. Parts of it I haven't even heard of
Yeah.
before.
The larger parts, the small, like the cities you've heard of.
Yeah. You've heard of Amsterdam and Paris, but
Yeah.
not,
Yeah, never France. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
That was right.
And then on the other hand, I've always wanted to go to the PNE of the Pacific North.
East?
Oh, the Pacific Northwest.
I guess it is kind of the Pacific Northeast because it's Eastern Oregon.
Exactly.
Yeah, the eastern part of the PNW.
Yeah, yeah. But I have to admit, like the the bags over the heads part and the kind of burning things to the ground does scare me a little bit.
Sure. But it's meant to sort of scare, like
Exactly. That's kind of I'm toying with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Scare
it's
you
like-
in a way that it could bring you closer to the person that you're scared with.
Like
potentially?
a haunted house.
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
haunted house.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
question, I think.
And we both love haunted houses.
Ooh.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
have been good to know, but no way of adding that into any of these trips.
No, but that's kind of like a haunted house, you know?
It's
Yeah.
a haunted former neo-Nazi archery range, I guess.
Yeah. And what's scarier than that?
Probably a haunted current neo-Nazi.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
that's
true.
pretty much it. Yeah.
So I think where I'm gonna have to go is I'm gonna have to go to Europe. I think
Okay,
we're
wow.
gonna have to go to Europe.
I guess Damon's on a bit of a hot streak. 3 in a row now.
Wow. But I do want to do the paint, the fire glaze and roast.
Well, why don't we do this? You go to Europe, you come back, tell us how it was, and then
Okay.
we might book another trip to fire paint roast.
Yeah. I'd
No,
love
you know
that.
what? I think that's what it is, actually. I think they changed their partner, they being the neo-Nazi former, changed who they partner with for that part. It's no longer paint,
Oh.
fire, and glaze. It is rotisserie sauce. So it's sort
Oh.
of you're making a pot, but in the way that you would make a rotisserie chicken.
Wow.
No take-backs. No
I was gonna say I
take-backs.
still want to go to Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think any young man could use a backpacking trip across Europe, and what better way to bond with a bro
Yeah.
Yeah, and see
than
what
you and
happens.
Romeo? So I think the next step is ask Romeo if he's cool with any of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Unless we want to bag him.
Huh?
We want to bag him. Throw a bag over his head.
Well, you'd have to have his passport out to get to Europe.
Okay, how about this? You ask him, "Hey, bud, do you have a passport? And if so, can I see it?" Pulls it out, then you bag him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That usually works for us because we have tried. I don't think we mentioned to you yet. We try everything that we recommend.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
book
cool.
people on. Yeah. So we've done
Cool.
both of these trips.
Yep.
That's how we know how fucking terrifying the neo-Nazi guy is.
Yeah. Former.
Former. God,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
He's always like, whenever I forget the former, he's like, gets so pissed off.
He gets very
I-
angry.
Rightfully so, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he like changed his big swastika tattoo into into sort of a Foursquare design.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I just really liked Foursquare when I was on the playground back in school.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, he was sort of the ace, you know.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, because he also had to change a couple other tattoos to really make the theme work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He made a lot of skulls into just dodgeballs.
Oh,
or
cool.
not dodgeballs, Foursquare balls.
Foursquare,
Sorry.
which
Yeah,
can double as dodgeballs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And he didn't change the SS tattoo, but he just says that it stands for Super Slam, which is the move that he used in Foursquare a lot.
Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
That makes sense,
totally
yeah.
reformed guy.
Cool.
Sweet guy, terrifying guy though.
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah.
you can't help that really.
Yeah, I think we'll go to Europe.
Okay.
You feeling better about your decision?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't think Damon mentioned that kind of the accommodations for that particular trip. The hostels that you'll be staying
Yeah.
at are run by reformed neo-Nazis as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reformed.
Can we stay at different ones?
You can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay, fine. Sure.
So let's just write this down. Not a fan of former neo-Nazis.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
that's
exclusively
interesting.
not a
so
fan of
not
them.
a fan
Yeah.
of former and the underlining former.
Right. Or current. Or
Okay,
current.
or current.
Write
Or
that down,
current.
write
We should add that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, none of them.
No. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if this guy didn't do such a good job with both the archery version of that
Yeah,
trip and the
yeah.
prank version of
Yeah.
that trip,
You know how it goes when you're that good at your job.
Yeah.
Tend to overlook some
tend
things.
to overlook some tattoos.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I know.
Well, it's been a
It's
pleasure.
been such a pleasure.
Thank you
Noah
guys.
Baumbach.
Yeah, this has been so fun. I can't wait to ask Romeo if he wants to go to Europe with me and see if we can take a week off school.
Wow, yeah, there's a few conditions here.
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
this is going to go through or not. You
It'll
gotta-
it'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an interesting school, so they kind of let you do whatever. We all have PTO.
You have
That's
PTO at that
awesome.
school. That's interesting.
That's
It's
interesting.
really interesting.
That's
That's
really
yeah.
interesting.
That's the
Yeah.
first time that you said something about the school that's not only interesting but is also awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all of it is awesome. It's still school.
So normally when you're in school, they don't pay you, but if
No.
you take time off, they will
they
pay
will
you.
pay you. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be why the class sizes are so small. You only have 4 people.
Everyone's-
Everyone else is just kind of taking advantage of this PTO.
That could be. Yeah.
Maybe you should take more PTO and get paid.
I'd feel bad. You know.
Yeah. Well, at least
You'd miss biology too
Yeah.
much.
it
Yeah.
seems like you'll be able to pay for this trip by just simply
With
not going
the
to school.
PTO.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and my dog is really rich, so I could.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. You could ask him to spare you a few bones. Sorry about that one.
That's okay.
And hey, best of luck with your parents.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. It sounds like they're
it.
good.
Sounds like
Yeah.
they're doing great.
Yeah, I'm sure they're hot
as ever.
Hot as ever right now
God,
as
yeah,
we speak.
it sounds like
Yeah.
I would honestly like. I'm not going to ask a teenager for video footage of his parents making love, but if that happened to come available, I would love to watch it.
You're fucking sick.
Noah Baumbach, thank you so much. We hope you have a great time across Europe, from
across
Amsterdam
Europe.
to Paris.
Thank you guys.
And
Yeah.
back.
And back.
Thank you. And back. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys so much.
We're excited to hear from you. Thank you again.
Yeah.
We're excited
Okay.
for
thanks.
you and to hear from you.
Yeah, and I hope I'll get whenever I start a baseball game, I'll get you guys tickets and
Awesome.
hopefully there'll be
Comps?
comps. Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure. For
Thank
sure.
Now, Noah, can I just tell you something? If we go to that game and you hit a double, oh boy.
You better bring out the fainting couch.
That's
'cause-
what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right. Well, we'll be right back to wrap up Destination Passport after this.
Beep.
Boop. Welcome back to Destination Passport.
Wow, what a great episode. I think we really destinationed his passport
Oh yeah.
because he's going across the country. Noah, what a great guy. What a great young man. Promising as ever.
Very promising. I think eventually he'll make varsity in baseball.
No doubt.
Eventually he'll make varsity in art.
No doubt.
And I think eventually he and Romeo are going to have the relationship that they've always been destined to have.
And
which is
honestly,
best
that Noah
buds.
deserves.
Yeah.
Because if I heard anything from that, it's that Romeo's not holding up his end of the bargain there.
Yeah, no, he seems like you could have some areas for improvement as far as being
Absolutely.
a bro.
I mean, Noah came to us to book a bro trip between the two of them. What has Romeo done? I mean,
Sounds
we don't know.
Yeah, it sounds
He
like
could have done a lot, but from what Noah told us, not much.
you know, and I like to say there's one side to every story.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know that you like to believe that because Jennifer's lawyers have come hard saying that there are definitely two sides to the story of your marriage.
Yeah. And I just think that's just legalese. That's just legalese. These lawyers trying to confuse you with their fine print.
Yeah, and their words.
Legalese.
Yeah.
Sick of these lawyers and their legalese.
But anyway, we didn't want to talk about Jennifer. It hasn't come up much. I'm proud of you, Keith.
Hardly come up at all.
Keith, I'm proud of you.
Thank
Baby steps. And I'm looking forward to getting to know my little squirt a little better every day by day, step by step.
Do you know the name? Did you say the name?
His name's Little Squirt.
Okay, cool.
Little Squirt. She came to. It was like a rescue. She came to me with a name already. And I said, I'm not a huge fan of that.
So you changed it to
I'm not a huge fan of that. Yeah, it was Zach.
Blech.
Yuck. I said, how about Little Squirt? She said, definitely not. I said, it's happening.
Okay, well, when he's with me, he's a little square.
Yep. So, Keith, you wanna
Yes.
jump into the travel tip of the week?
Oh, yeah. So every week we do a little travel tip and we do a little bit of something to look out for. And I think I'm going to go first with the travel tip. And, Noah's story about his recent road trip with his parents really reminded me of an important thing of if you're going on a road trip, okay?
Yeah.
Go pee-pee first.
Mm.
Because you never know. Because this is something I tell all of our clients off air usually because it's a sensitive subject, going pee-pee.
And it's the first thing you say to them.
It's the first thing
As
I
they
say.
walk in the
So when they
office.
walked in the door, so that's before we were even recording.
Before you say hi.
Yeah, before I say hi, I say make sure to go pee-pee first. Hi, I'm Keith Bird. Who are you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you in my office?
And I say, Keith, this is our client. This is our client.
Oh,
this is our
right.
client."
I get a little defensive. I get a little on edge. I think I've been spending too much time around that reformed neo-Nazi.
Well, you had to book these trips.
I had to book these trips.
People rub off on you.
Yeah, you had to figure it out. So yeah, it's just you think about it this way. What's in the house? Potty. What's in the car? No potty.
Nobody.
So naturally, it follows that if one goes pee-pee in the potty, one should go pee-pee in the house.
Before
where
you
the
get in the
potty
car.
is. Yeah, before you get in the car.
And a lot
where there's
of
potty.
our viewers out there don't know this sort of stuff.
Because they're dumb as fuck.
Dumb as fuck. So I appreciate that. Can we just say, now I know we work with a lot of fucking idiots. Noah, being a sophomore, may have been the smartest guy.
He might have been the smartest guy. I mean, you could tell that his brain still wasn't fully developed. He's
Definitely.
got another 9 years or so
Definitely
there.
not developed.
Definitely not. Very weak little squishy brain.
Yeah,
but
may have gotten some concussions from baseballs. Hitting his head.
From him not being able to play. He's just he's getting constantly Simon Birched.
Yeah, so, but honestly, smarter guy than I expected for a high schooler.
Yeah.
Promising young man.
But
But that's a great tip. I think a lot of our viewers at home, they want to get in their car, and they just want to go. They just want to go.
Because otherwise, where are you going to go? There's no potty in car, so where are you going to go? Glove box? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go?
It's been done.
Where are you going to... Hold on. Where are you going to go? You're going to pee in the little middle console? Where you keep other stuff? Where are you going to go?
You're just going to pee in the middle cup holder?
Yeah, well, you're going to pee in any one of the 7 or 8 cup holders,
Yeah.
depending on the model.
Yeah. What are you going to
Where
pee
you
just
gonna-
on the dashboard and hope that it goes down a little bit, it dents down a little bit to where it won't slush back onto you?
What are you going to... You're going to pee into the ignition? Sorry, if it's a new car, it's just a button.
What are you gonna pee into the gas tank and hope that your car will run on your piss?
What are you going to pull over to the gas station, get out, open the gas tank, pee into the gas tank? Is that what you're going to do?
And then wave at the gentleman around you and say, "Good day, good day."
Good day,
Gas.
just the gentleman.
Gas is just too expensive these days, am I
Wait,
right?
Make eye contact with the gentleman, say good day, which is what you say
Yeah.
to gentlemen, and avoid eye contact with the ladies because you are, of course, going pee-pee.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Is that what you're going to do? I don't think so. I think you're going to go pee-pee in your potty in your house before you even get there.
That's the tip.
That's the tip. That's the
No, don't play. No, don't play the
okay.
clip.
Okay.
Don't play the clip. For viewers who weren't here last week, that is a 3-hour clip.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour kind of concerto that
Keith put together.
theme song / concerto.
We just don't have time.
Yeah.
And if you're all right with it, Keith, I think I'm going to launch into our next segment, which is things to look out for.
Things to look out for.
What to look out for?
Oh yeah, I think it's called that.
Yeah. So basically, here's the thing. We talked about traveling by car. We talked about traveling by train.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about booking him a flight. We've talked about everything. But have we talked about jet skis lately?
Not since the first episode.
Oh, we did there briefly.
Yeah.
But not enough is being said about jet skis. So what to look out for is jet skis are 75% off at Dick's Sporting Goods right now. I just saw an ad for this.
75. Holy cow! What a deal.
75% off at Dick's Sporting Goods right now. So again, if you don't want to take a longer trip, if you're just looking to go to the lake for a weekend and you don't have any sort of motor to hop on in the water, maybe look at Dick's and get a jet ski.
I mean, 75% off. You might think, oh, it sounds like maybe they're trying to get rid of some jet skis that don't work.
That's what
might
comes to
blow
mind.
up.
That's what comes to mind for sure. They're clearing out old product that would not be worth that much.
Yeah. No, it sounds like that kind of markdown on a full vehicle. It's very rare.
Suspicious even.
Suspiciously, yeah, it's suspicious.
But I definitely saw the ad.
Yeah,
So it's real.
And so we try out everything that we recommend to everyone.
Absolutely. So we obviously bought one. Keith and I went out on it last weekend. Full disclosure, it did stop working in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, we got way deep. We got way out there. We were pretty stranded because we're not good swimmers.
But can I say we had the time of our lives?
We had the time of our lives.
It was still a fun day.
We got super sunburned, and then we were still on there for so long that our skin started peeling while we were still on the jet ski. So we kind of peeled each other's skin off, made it into a little game.
Yeah.
We called it banana. And so that's what you can do. So if you buy one of these 75% off jet skis at Dick's Sporting Goods, which does not sell jet skis usually, that's another thing.
They imported these just to outport them.
Outport them, yeah. Import, outport. And so that's the thing. It's like you can make anything into a vacation.
Exactly.
We just took a vacation in the middle of a very deep, very scary lake on the hottest, sunniest day of the year With no sun protection whatsoever.
No sun protection whatsoever.
Yeah.
So basically, the takeaway here is you can do anything.
You can do anything.
If you listen to us.
If you listen to us, you can do anything. And if you come and go to our website, fill out one of the forms to be a client on the show, and we'd love to get you on and get another great guest, just like Noah Baumbach. If we can get the director Noah Baumbach, the current director, not the future director.
Not the future director. Current director Noah Baumbach.
Or even the kindergartner. It sounded like an interesting guy. Interesting guy.
Going to an interesting school, you got to be an interesting guy.
Yep.
Well, thanks again to Noah. Thanks again to our viewers at home. We'll be back
all
again
the viewers
next week.
that are watching us right now.
Viewers at home watching on your television screen while listening. You're just looking at your blank television screen, but you're listening to this.
So
we appreciate that.
You're still a viewer.
Yep. We appreciate that. And as always, we'll be back next week with someone whose intelligence is questionable.
At best.
At best.
At best. So for all of us here at for all of us here at Bird Product Travel Agency, I've been Keith Bird.
I'm Damon Product.
And we've never done a real sign-off, have we? Let's see. Let's think of a sign-off real quick.
And force it into the others.
Yeah. And we hope that you travel in your heart of hearts.
That's the thing. We have a new slogan every week.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
This has been Destination Passport, where the only destination is passport.
And the only one podcast about travel. I'm Damon Product.
And I'm Keith Bird, and welcome to another episode.
Wait. No, we're wrapping it up.
Okay. So. We'll see you next week, and we love you.
Welcome to the rest of your life.
Now you're doing it. Oh, no.
Welcome to the rest of your life. You're turning the episode off.
Yeah, you're turning the episode off. This is the first day of the rest of your life until the next episode, which will be the first day of the rest of your life starting at that point.
Absolutely. Take it easy, sleazies.
Take it easy, sleazies. We love you, and goodbye.
Bye.